Hello, funny situations of failure happen to everyone. They only differ in scale and how one reacts to them. Over time, they often turn into amusing stories that you want to share with friends and acquaintances. In this episode, you will see hilarious mishaps and failures that were luckily caught on camera. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on new videos. Let's hope the dog may have miscalculated initially, but he quickly oriented himself and corrected his mistake. The ostriches really enjoyed the treat, and they had no intention of being modest or stopping. The woman, on the other hand, did not expect such audacity.
What?
You're in the corner. It's like... Where did he get the... Where did he put this up?
That's why the others chose more stable tents. They didn't want the wind to brazenly steal and play with their tent. When you want to explain something clearly, you have to find ways to overcome communication barriers. Not only did he stumble and fall through the ice, but he also took a company with him. Virtual reality glasses certainly allow you to fully immerse yourself in the game. However, sometimes reality reminds of its existence.
What are you gonna do?
Mom. Oh, it's so cute.
The dog was so astonished by the ride that it completely forgot to pay attention to where it was going. This is a person who has watched movies with chase scenes, or someone who, for the first time, sat behind the wheel and in panic forgot how to turn. The girl thought she had won, but she was wrong. After all, she couldn't hold her place. He will surely leave his mark on this world when he reaches the paved road. Of course, if he can get there. Not only do we sometimes overestimate our strengths, but who would have thought that this bottle could still break? This is the consequence not of an apocalypse, but the result of boredom and longing for beloved owners. Such shows captivate not only people, but even cats are not averse to replicating something from culinary masterpieces.
Throw off the balance of flour, yeast, salt, and water. Repeat this kneading action.
Balance is not her strong suit, although maybe today is just not her day. Comfort and, consequently, results in parkour depend on clothing and footwear. Now he will definitely pay more attention to the choice of equipment. Home workouts can be very effective, but safety measures are rarely followed here. One clumsy move and half a day spent preparing dinner went down the drain. Surely, many are afraid to approach this ambiguous symbol, fearing to attract failure in their personal lives. Pets, of course, save from loneliness, but everything has its limits. The first dance is an important moment in any wedding. However, it's not always remembered for its tenderness and romance. Another reason to tie your hair while cooking? Hopefully, he's just not a professional and decided to save money and do the repair himself. Friends bet with him that he wouldn't be able to hit the trash bin.
Yep, so here we are. Oh, that's not good. Did the jack fall?
Huh?
Did the jack fall?
There is certainly a special romance in rainy weather, but the last thing you want to do in the rain is to have dinner after paying a substantial sum of money for a restaurant.
Pull that back in the heat some more. And we're almost good here. I'm just gonna put on one more covering of my special sauce. Oh, dude, really? Really?
In such a difficult matter, the main thing is not to interfere. It is worth noting that the baby endured the failure very stoically and got upset solely because of wet socks. The time will come and the girl will appreciate the champagne properly, not like this. Someone's workday increased exponentially. There were only a few meters left to a safe unloading, but this last jerk turned out to be insurmountable, and gravity won. And yet, doing it intentionally will never work. If there was still a small chance to save the smartphone after immersion in water, after this, it is irreversibly destroyed. The thirst for victory can be destructive and push towards reckless movements. Apparently, at some point, the workers on the construction site had their wages delayed, and they decided to show the employers what it could lead to. He wanted to try himself as a climber, but the task was a complete failure, and he only conquered the bottom of the lake. This is how the next generation of coffee shops experiments with serving drinks until new options are successful. This is what happens when you use a jump rope for something other than its intended purpose and try to make a TikTok video instead of working out in the gym. Real villains only need balloons to deprive half the city of electricity. People tried to warn her about the abandoned glass, but in the end, they only contributed to an unpleasant incident. Even school chemistry experiments can turn out to be more than impressive. When enthusiastic and highly emotional people gather to play, the game can easily get out of control. The thief had a clear plan that somehow didn't take into account that the TV is usually not just attached to the wall, but also connected by various cables. It seems the cat is in shock from such an act. Don't be surprised if it decides to retaliate. Sometimes you want to do a good deed and help, but the main thing is not to harm or worsen the situation. It's challenging to look good while engaging in water extreme activities, especially if there are external elements that the wind can carry away. Some parents are very afraid of causing psychological trauma to their children, while others prepare their children in advance for the harsh jokes of life.
Watch it.
qué morado los dedos. Este es el aceite quizás. No, mira, ya tiene rojo ahí, ya tiene...
Caldito de pata.
Ya es su rojo.
No, mira, ya se está mochando. ¿Está grabando?
Graben. Que corra tanto. Que robe.
I hope you enjoyed our video. We would appreciate a like and subscription to our channel. See you in the next videos.